I've had somebody tell me, "Oh, my husband doesn't eat leftovers. Eat only fresh food." I said, "Okay, that's good. Are you gonna be cooking every seconds, every day, morning, afternoon, night, evening, every day?" She was, "Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome back. I know it's been a while. I know you guys are, some of you guys are like thinking, when are these guys coming back? Like, thinking, what's going on? It's been like a whole 3 months." Well, I guess that's what married life do to you when you just get married. It's like you're trying to navigate the whole, the whole situation. Getting married is like a whole different level. Although after we uploaded our wedding video, we had like couple of videos that I did upload it afterwards, right? Yeah. But yeah, till then we just like went off for like that long amount of time. But anyways, we are officially back. You might not see more of my husband. Oh yeah, I'm married, my husband. Yeah. But maybe more of me. But yeah. So we just had to like we had like, since we got married, it's been like, it's just like we're just trying to like figure out the whole marriage thing, transition and everything. So that's why we're off for a couple of months, and we had like some other things we're also doing, behind camera. I mean, YouTube is not our life. But yeah, that's why we've been off for a long time. But anyways, you can tell by the title. Um, I think few about a week or 2 weeks ago was officially our 1 year anniversary traditionally, not like the church wedding, because we had the traditional wedding, then we had our like our white wedding, which is the other wedding. But few weeks ago will be our 1 year married, will be our 1 year being together as a husband and wife traditionally. So which definitely what most we Africans call, pay the bride price and all that. So we did our traditional wedding January, then we had like our white wedding by a few months down the line. But yeah, few weeks ago was our complete 1 year wedding anniversary traditionally. So I call it tradversary, I would say. So we've been 1 year together so far. Um, and guys, nobody told me. Yeah, I've been reading books about being a wife. I've been getting ready to be a wife. I've been reading books, getting all the lectures from the families, and all that. But nobody told me that you would. There's some things that you might not be aware of till you actually get inside the marriage. You know, and being a wife for that whole year to my lovely husband, it has been graceful, I would say. There's a lot of things that I've learned so far. There's a lot of things that I've unpacked. I think one of the big things for me is now you're accountable to somebody. You're there's somebody you have to report to, you have to talk to in every decision you make. Like, you guys are one. So there's that kind of like accountability. Is more like a responsibility as a wife. When we're just single, we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, it's just like you can make your own decisions. But now you have someone that you are accountable. I think that was a big, that's a big thing for me, I would say, for being a wife for the whole 1 year. And it's it's a good journey, I would say. It's a good transition, I would say. It's a good, I'm a good person, I'm a good wife. I'm not a stubborn type. So it wasn't hard for me to transition, but it was a little bit like a difficult task and how to navigate it. Sometimes I make decisions behind my husband's back, and then he realized, when did you make this decision? Like, what? I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Like, come on, you're supposed to tell me. I'm like, yeah, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Same thing for him too. He also does the same thing for me too as well. And coming from an African home, when you just become a wife, there's that public eye on you guys. There's that public um look on you guys, like, okay, you're married now, be a good wife, be a good husband. Oh yeah, most of you who does not know, who just started following our channel, I am Nigerian and my husband is Kenyan. um But yeah, so you can tell the dynamic culture that we have in both families, how they see when you're married in the Kenyan culture, and how they see when you're married in the Nigerian culture. But yeah, so you get that public eye from the family members, you get that advice, everybody talk you through it. I remember during the bride price day, which is the traditional wedding day, my one of my relatives, she's an elderly person. She was telling Edward, she was telling my husband, she was like, do not beat my child. Do not beat my child. We don't beat in our family. Okay? Do not beat her. We don't beat, we don't hit women. So they have all those advice they give out and everything, which was very helpful. But I would say being a wife um has been incredible for me, has been one of the great thing that ever happened to me, which I'm still gonna be in a wife for the rest of my life. But yeah, I think one of the others thing I would say is being accountable to somebody. Like now you can't do anything alone. You have to be responsible for certain things. And again, the biggest step for me too as well, apart from that, but also moving in from your parent house, like taking all your stuff away from your parent house. Like you have to move into with this person. It's a big step. It's a big but you have to move in with this person, and you have to share space with them, share bed with them, share everything with them. Literally, like there's nothing to hide. Oh yeah, there's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. All your bad habits gonna be out. There's nothing to hide. There's nothing to hide. So it's like everything is like, so even if you're lying, you've been lying to this person, and you guys are married and you're together, you're living together. You see, like you can't hide for too long. It's gonna come out. When it come out, you just have to be accountable. That's it. Just say yes. Yes, I lied to you. Yes, yes. Just be accountable. There's no reason for you to be a stubborn. The Bible says being a virtuous woman is very important to the husband, to the priesthood. The priesthood is a husband. So it's very important to be that virtuous woman, and just be the woman God wants you to be the wife God wants you to be to your husband. And the same for the man too. He said, the Bible says, the man love your wife as Christ loved the church. And it says the woman respect your husband. So though I believe um those Bible reference regarding marriage is very important. And that's going to lead me to my next point, is how God has been faithful in my marriage. As God has been faithful for this 1 year, he's been faithful. I won't lie to you guys, God has been the center of it all. God has been the key holder of this marriage. You know when I don't know if most of when you're holding something like this, and you're like a little in the middle, you're holding onto this, you're holding onto that, and you're the only one balancing it. If you mistake, you can miss it. Literally, that's what God is in our marriage. God has been the key center. God has been everything. He has been faithful. And I'm so grateful to God for the man I got married to. I'm really grateful to God for the man I got married to. And I see what God has been doing since the day one, and what he would do, what he's still doing. So being a wife has been a privilege for me. I so much believe that getting married, a lot of people have ideas, dynamics of what's been like, what marriage is, what getting married is. And I'm like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's just paper. No, it's not paper. It's not paper. Please get that off your head. It's not paper. It's not just, yeah, you can go to court, get married. Yeah, nobody will even know you get married, whatever. It's not paper. The moment you say I do, the moment you both decide to live your life together, that's a covenant. That's a whole journey. That's a whole step. It's a whole covenant. And I'm seeing how it makes sense now. I see, because now I'm in it right now. I see why God called it a covenant. Because when you guys come together, you're one. So it is, everything is interchanged spiritually, physically, mentally, everything. We've had cases whereby you be like, oh, this person got married. Wow, you guys are beginning to look alike. I think I actually got that few months after we had our tradition. Oh my god. I won't forget. I think I got that few months after my marriage, after we got married. few more down the line, they're like, "Wow, Lydia, you're looking more like your husband. You guys are looking alike." I'm like, "What do you mean? Look, you guys are looking alike, you know." So, which I so much believe in that, because you live together, you do everything together, like you're literally one. So it makes sense if you look alike. Like, why not? You know. So I don't think marriage is just paper. I don't believe, not even think. I don't believe marriage is just paper. I don't believe marriage is something that the pastor just said, "I hereby announce you as husband and wife," or no, 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 no. And if you go back to our culture, right? Most of us who have culture, that's why they do this right. They do these procedures. Each culture have how they do it when it comes to getting married traditional. That's why there are procedures you follow. Example, bride price. It means that you are coming to take our daughter. You have to do the right thing. That's why they are. If you even start from even from the culture aspect, you can realize that marriage is not just marriage. It's not just, oh, it's just, oh yeah, we're just living together. No, you living with your boyfriend together before you get married, you think that's marriage because oh yeah, I already see everything. Like, no, 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 no. That's not marriage. There's more. It's a covenant. There's more to it. It's a whole um different thing entirely. And I believe, and that's why every day we advise people, when you're picking a partner and all, is very important. Mostly, most of us who are Christians, who are Christ-like, who want to follow it's very important to pick somebody that align with your purpose. It's also very, very important. It's also very important to pick someone that align with your purpose. And also, even naturally, you want to pick someone that understand what marriage is. You want to pick somebody that know what they are going into. Very important. If you guys have a discussion, oh, I'm going into, what are your goals? People go on dates. I'm like, okay, what are your goals? What are the goals you're looking towards this relationship? Some people are like, oh, well, I want to see our goals. Some people are like, well, I'm looking towards the future, which I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to, so it's also very important for people to have partners that understand where they are heading to, and also know that they align with the other person too, as well. Because I'm still in the learning phase. I'm still learning. Sometimes we see our parents who've been married for 20 years, 35 years. When you ask them, what keep your marriage last? They'll be like, we are still learning. I'm like, oh, that means I'm a baby. I'm a baby. I'm totally a baby in this thing called marriage. But every day for the past 1 year, God has been faithful. Every day I see all the challenge, and I also take up the challenge. We take up the challenge, me and him, and we work together. And that's the whole thing, being a team partner. We work together, we navigate ourselves together. Communication, patience, forgiveness, all these things, we see what to do. And also, if there's anywhere where we've had like confusion, or just like some type of not knowing how to navigate, there are people we can confide in, people that we trust, that we can confide in and say, hey, this was going on, and this was going on. But being a wife, I would say being a wife is one of the Holy Spirit, give me the word. But being a wife is one of the most important, I would say, or significant part as a woman to your man. I call my husband priesthood sometimes, and I don't call him priesthood because he's superior over me. No, I don't call him priesthood because he's the head. No, I call him priesthood because that's how the Bible describe him. Being a wife has been incredible. It comes with a lot. Gracefully, I would say, and God has been helping me navigate that. Most of you guys who knows me, if you know me, I'm one of I have one of a tough personality. I won't lie to you guys. I have one of a tough personality. I'm really confident in the kind of person I am. So kudos to my husband for handling me. But with God, everything has been pretty easy. Everything has been seamless. So I'm one of those one of those women that have a very tough personality. So that's why I tell my husband every day. I thank him. I'm like, thank you so much. Like, Thank you for giving me that grace to actually work on the things that I need to work on for to be that good wife you want me to be. I'm telling him every day. One day he's gonna tell you guys. I tell him every day, you know, and that's why, but then that's when the Holy Spirit comes in. The Holy Spirit start working on you and say, hey, do this. This is what you should do. The Holy Spirit start coming, and that's why I say God is important in the marriage. If you don't take God with you, you would not know what you are doing. You would think you're always right. You think you know what you're doing, but you don't know nothing. You need the Holy Spirit. You need God to guide you in this journey. You need God to guide you in how you should do it. Because a husband have his role that he plays in the marriage. Wife have their role. We cannot be comparable. You can't compare both. We're all in the same level though, but we have our role that we play in marriage. And that's one of the things God has been teaching me lately as a wife to my husband, that this is your role as your wife to your husband. This is your role. This is the role you have to play. And same for him too. I think that's what I've been learning so far, and God has been helping me, and I've been seeing how things are going so smoothly in my marriage, that if I actually play those role, and the Holy Spirit actually teach me to play those role, I could see how the marriage goes seamless. I could see how everything just go the way it should go. I could see how me and him, everything together, we just go well, and it takes the grace of God, because there might see some things that I still need to learn it, I still need to learn. There's still some things that I still need to understand, and I'm pretty sure same for him. We're young couples, we're pretty young couples, so we're still in that learning phase. We're still learning all that, and I just pray that the Lord will continue to help us. But yeah, being a wife has been wonderful. I love being a wife because this is new to me. Um, and yeah, you see, see how God navigate this whole wife thing for me, So yeah, but yeah, that's what's been going on, guys. When you get to a new phase, you're just navigating everything. You're trying to understand what's going on. What am I doing here? Why? It's just. But yeah, but God definitely has been faithful. God has been faithful. Um, but yeah, you guys know I'm also in school, right? So also navigating that with school might be quite challenging. I have classes that I'm taking right now this semester, so but we both understand each other, so we know when to slot in and all that. We always communicate. I'll say communication is one of the biggest thing I would say I've learned so far in this marriage. Communication, one of the biggest thing is to communicate. Communication is number one. Number two, do not involve third party in your marriage. I've learned that. I learned that quick, like this. A third party, no. I learned that like this, like this. Don't involve third party in your marriage. Everything stay within the marriage. Talk about it, sort it out. If you need a break, you need time to come back, talk about it. That's fine, but it can't be outside your marriage. You gotta be inside your marriage. It cannot be outside. I have learned that. I'm also trying to. I don't know. Somebody can tell me though. Most of we young people that are married, you can tell me in the comment section. Young married couples. How do you? I think I'm also trying to navigate being married and also with my single friends. I am truly, truly trying to navigate that. I'm seeing a learning phase for that. Like sometimes you do some certain things to your single friends who are not married, and they're like, and they don't understand. They don't get it. And you are in the marriage, but you know what's going on. So I'm really, really trying to. Can somebody just? I need advice, on the comment section. Like, tell me, how do you as a young married couple? How do you navigate balancing being married with also having your single friends around? I've heard people say put boundaries. I've heard about boundaries a lot, but like I'm really struggling to navigate that. I'm really struggling to navigate that, guys. To be honest, you know, try prioritizing my marriage, and also like, okay, I have my single friends that I've known for a long time. So like, how do I balance that? I really do need advice on that. Um, but yeah, that's one of the things too. I'm also trying to navigate to as well. But yeah, but not good things. Good things about being married. Number one, you have your ring. You're all over the place. You're like, oh, I got my ring. I'm married. You know, there's some type of respect that comes with that. I noticed that. Clock it. There's some type of respect that comes with being married. Yeah, if you're married, people see like, okay, like they think you have sense, but I don't believe it's everybody that's married that have sense, yeah. But it's like, oh, okay, okay, this one knows, this one has tested, whatever. You know, you come with the ring and people will show you some respect. You know, carrying the last name of your husband. Some people don't do that, but I did. I still stick to the old ways. Um, and carry the last name of your husband with pride. You know, you guys were matching, you looking all cute together, going on a date, you know, holding each other. Now it's official. You're not hiding it no more. You're not, oh, a boyfriend and girlfriend. No, you're still checking. No, you're no more hiding them. Both families know each other. So it's like, we're married. You know, it's like, yeah. Or you have younger siblings, because I have younger siblings. You know, I flex that in their face sometimes. I'm like, hey, I'm married. Okay. You're not married. Okay. You have no idea. You have no idea. You have no You have no idea. See, you are married. But yeah, you know, so it's a good flex. Don't get me wrong. It is a good flex, you know, trust me. You know, and they're like looking at you. My siblings are weird, and they'll one day I'll feature them in this YouTube. One day, they'll be giving me a weird look, like okay, okay. I'm like, yeah, it doesn't matter how you look at me. If you're not married, you're not married. So you cannot get it. Sometimes I do that with my friends, so I flex with my friends. But that's the truth, though, guys. Am I lying? If you're not married, you don't know what it means to be married, right? Mm, you don't know. It doesn't matter how you see it. If you're not in that position, you cannot know till you are in that position. So it's a flex for me. Okay? Tell me what you think about that in the comment section. But yeah, and what else again? You know, it just feels good. You guys can know how to have financial stability. You know, it's just two of you in the house. You know, I've had that too, whereby it's just two of us in the house. I'm trying to cook. I can't, you know, I don't have to cook for too many people. I remember my house we're a house of 7 people. My mom, I have 4 siblings. Well, 5 siblings. My mom, my dad. So when I'm cooking in my parents' house, I cook for a lot of people. It's a lot. But now I'm married, just two of us. I mean, till future, you know, if we want to expand the family later on. But for now, it's just me and him. So I don't have to cook too much. Just a little bit, just me and him. That's it. We're fine. We can go eat out if we want. If I don't feel like cooking, he can cook. You know. So that's a good flex on my side because although I like to cook, I love to cook. It's like a passion for me. Don't get me wrong. But at least I don't have to cook. I remember I used to cook like a big pot of food for my siblings. Like I'll cook and my mom would call me. I'll make something in the morning, maybe Saturday morning, right? My parents, when I was still living with my parents, I cook in the morning. I'll do a big pot of rice, jollof rice, whatever, for lunch, morning lunch, whatever. All my siblings will come downstairs. They will eat and they'll finish it within 1 hour. I'm not kidding. Me that cook, me that cook, I probably had just one plate and that's it. Then when it's like 7 p.m., my mom is like, well, come cook again. I'm like, whoa, what happened to what I just cooked earlier? And she was like, no, they already finished it. And I have 2 brothers. Those guys don't play, and my dad. So everybody finished the whole food. So I don't even have nothing for myself. I have to cook many times. But I'm married now, just me and my husband. So when I cook once a day, that should be enough for the whole day. You know, I've had somebody tell me, oh, my husband doesn't eat leftovers. Eat only fresh food. I said, okay, that's good. Are you gonna be cooking every seconds, every day, morning, afternoon, night, evening, every day? She was like, I'll teach him how to cook. I said, okay then. You know? So that's one of the things my mom also told me too before I got married. She was like, cooking every day is a lot of work. Nobody told me that. She's so right. So right. So right. Every day you wake up as a wife, you want to think about what to cook, what not to cook. It's a whole struggle thinking about what to cook. You know, maybe you had rice yesterday, you don't want to eat rice today. So it's a whole, as a wife in the house, as a mother of the house, you know, What do we cook? Sometimes I ask my husband, I'm like, what do you want to eat? Mostly when I run out of ideas what to cook. I'm like, what do you want to eat? Sometimes he has no clue. He will be like, anything you want to cook, babe, it's fine. I'm fine with it. I'll eat it. So I was like, that one too is real. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a good one.